Hello, welcome to San Lando's Sound Waves podcast. I'm Bill Johnson, and today I'll be reading from Genesis 8:13 to 9:7. By the first day of the first month of Noah's 601st year, the water had dried up from the earth. Noah then removed the covering from the ark and saw that the surface of the ground was dry. By the 27th day of the second month, the earth was completely dry. Then God said to Noah, "Come out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives. Bring out every kind of living creature that is with you, the birds, the animals, and all the creatures that move along the ground, so they can multiply on the earth and be fruitful and increase in number on it." So Noah came out, together with his sons and his wife and his sons' wives, all the animals and all the creatures that move along the ground, and all the birds, everything that moves on land, came out of the ark, one kind after another. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord. Taking some of all the clean animals and clean birds, he sacrificed burnt offerings on it. The Lord smelled the pleasing aroma and said in his heart, "Never again will I curse the ground because of humans, even though every inclination of the human heart is evil from childhood. Never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done. As long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease." Then God blessed Noah and his sons, saying to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you will fall on all the beasts of the earth, and on all the birds in the sky, and on every creature that moves along the ground, and on all the fish in the sea. They are given into your hands. Everything that lives and moves will be food for you. Just as I gave you the green plants, I now give you everything. But you must not eat meat that has its lifeblood still in it, and for your lifeblood I will surely demand an accounting. I will demand an accounting from every animal, and from each human being too. I will demand an accounting for the life of another human being. Whoever sheds human blood, by humans shall shed their blood be shed. So in the image of God has God made mankind. As for you, be fruitful and increase in number, multiply on the earth and increase upon it." Let me go ahead and read our questions for today on this passage. What does this passage say? What does this passage mean to its original audience? What does this passage tell us about God? What does this passage tell us about man? What does this passage demand of me? How does this passage change the way I relate to people? And what does this passage prompt me to pray to God? The devotional for today on this passage reads, God always stays fruitful to his promises. He promised Noah protection from the judgment brought upon the world because of sin. Though the process of salvation was unlike anything Noah had ever experienced, he trusted God's promises, and God rewarded his obedience. You can imagine the relief that accompanied Noah and his family as they stepped off the ark for the first time. They looked around at a world vastly different from the one they'd known prior to climbing on board the ark. Though much had changed, they received God's grace and favor in a remarkable way. Then God spoke, and his words were very similar to his original instructions to Adam and Eve. Once again, God described humans as made in his image. Even though they were at this point broken by sin, he gave them the task of multiplying and filling the earth. Just in case there's any confusion, God reiterates that his mission has not changed, even though it would now take a powerful act of God to make it possible. for sinful humans to fulfill his plan. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.